I am enough. I finally believe that. But what I do is good enough. That's been a completely different story. It's one thing to feel good in yourself. It's another to believe that your effort and your work and what you put out there is actually enough. Fancy walk and chat about this? Someone actually asked me recently how I got to that point of I am enough. Now, I have made a short video on that. But basically, it was around mindset and mindfulness. Really paying attention to my self-talk and my beliefs, and then learning how to break those belief patterns, break the beliefs altogether. And one thing that helped me with that was, well, many things, but something I would recommend to check out is Byron Katie's The Work. That's 4 questions that you can ask yourself to help you break these damaging, really, thought patterns. So I am enough. I am enough in my core. Yes, I've ticked that box. I finally believe that one. But what I do, what I produce, what I achieve, and what I put out there in the world, that one took some work. So, as with everything, when you do some inner work, you go back to where it all started. That's usually childhood, right? And this is really why I touch on all this in my videos, because when you're a mindful parent, you realise that things stem from your childhood. And when we do the work, we have to go back to our childhood. So when we have kids and we're mindful, we're aware of that. So we're aware more of our language and how we are behaving around our kids, the beliefs we're passing on, and we're aware of that. So for me, back to my childhood, what are your biggest influences when you're a kid? It's your parents, like I just said, and it's your education. It's where you spend all your time, right? So my mum and dad were brilliant. When it came to GCSEs, doing my exams, they were like, just do your best. They were those kind of parents. They didn't put pressure on me. They didn't demand for anything. Just do your best. There'll be some people out there that wish they had those kind of parents, the type that didn't put the pressure on. But weirdly, this is what I mean about what you pass down. Weirdly, I took that just do your best meant you had to do 100% all of the time. So they're saying something that is just to take the pressure off, and I ended up putting the pressure on with it. So when it came to those GCSEs, I worked my arse off and I came out with C's. And it was deflating. And then fast forward to uni, and I'd feel guilty if I went out with a friend because I'm not giving it 100%. Therefore, I'm not doing my best. I remember pulling an all-nighter. So I had a little nap before I was pulling this all-nighter to get this assignment in. And I woke up with a panic attack. I spoke to my tutor about it the next day, and she said something that really stuck. You need downtime to be able to give 100%. I didn't know that. That was a light bulb moment. And now fast forward again, and I realise my hubby's got the same belief. What I do is not good enough. I mean, he's a Virgo, so he's all about perfection anyway. But he really does have that belief that what he does isn't good enough, just like I did. And so we didn't want to pass this on to our kids. We made a conscious decision, a mindful decision, that this belief doesn't do you any good. So we decided we didn't want to pass that on. So one thing I came up with was the 4 bedtime questions. And I've done a separate video a while ago now, so you can check that out. But the one that I put in that relates to this is, what have you done today that you are proud of? What have you done today that you are proud of? And when you do that every night, you end up looking for it in the day. And you do it too. You, the adults, everyone, siblings, kids, everyone. And it makes a big difference. So I've gotten so far on my own with this, to that point. And then I just thought, I really need some help with this. I'm not getting past this block. It just felt like a massive block. What I do is not good enough. How can I get past this? It's really holding me back. So I reached out for some help. I had a friend who was a hypnotherapist, and I ended up doing, and a coach. So I did some coaching sessions with her, and I did one session of RTT, Rapid Transformational Therapy. And she gave me some recordings too, and I listened to them twice a day. And we were in a session one day. So this is after we had the RTT. We had the RTT in the middle of my programme. We were in the session one day, and I was getting really frustrated about it. I was like, I know what I do is good enough, so... And I stopped mid-sentence, because for the first time in my life, I said, and I believed, that what I do is good enough. Wow. I cried. Boy, did I cry. I cried tears of relief. I've got friends that have got ADHD, and they tell me that they cried when they got the diagnosis because things made sense. I was like, wow, is that what it feels like to believe that what you do is good enough, to not feel restriction anymore? Like, it felt like the chains were off. Massive. So I still have my wobbles, of course, but I've never gone back to that level of self-doubt. Never. And for me, just like I am enough, what I do is too. Right now in this moment, what I do is good enough, because it can't be anything else. It can't be other than what is. So where are you still proving yourself to the world for external validation? Let's reflect on this together. Thanks for watching. Much love. Bye for now.